when I first got into crested geckos back in 2015, 2016, there were two types of geckos that I really, really wanted to own. I hadn't even dreamed about breeding geckos and making them available or anything at this point. I just know that I saw Axanthics and Fringemorph TruePinks, and I knew that I wanted both of them. So with that, fast forward all these years, I'm back into the crested gecko world, breeding geckos. I know my videos have been very light. I've been busy. But if you see my previous unboxings, you'll know that I have het axanthic geckos, and that just left one other type of gecko for younger me to own and just be happy with. And now potentially, not potentially, we're going to breed them. And that is the Fringemorphs pink line. So not true pink yet, but that is obviously the end goal here. And in this box are not one, but two geckos. So I'm not gonna let this last any longer. We're gonna get these out of this box, open this up here. I picked these up during the Halloween sale that Fringemorphs just wrapped up. It's something that I have wanted legitimately for 8 years at this point, and I made the axanthic thing happen, although it hasn't happened yet. It's on its way, and there will be videos to explain that. My year has finally cooled off in the BMX world, so I'm able to actually make these videos. But here we are, moving towards the dream of pink crested geckos. So in this box, thank you, Brant, from Thor. And a little gecko footprint here. This is probably the invoice. We'll set that aside. And here we go. Black foam. Get out of here. Paper. Oh, there's one on top. So we have one on top. And we have two. So I'm going to set this one aside. I'm going to set this one aside. So this is Poppy. Poppy is from Cloud and Penelope. If you've seen Penelope, you know how beautiful she is. So this gecko was hatched in 2019, and I'm going to open this one up first. Hopefully she's not too feisty. Here we have Poppy. So as I said, Poppy comes from Cloud and Penelope, and Poppy is more than likely going to stay a more red gecko because she is 41 grams. But I saw this gecko and I saw the parents of this gecko, and I just knew instantly that I wanted to have her, and I wanted to pair her with a gecko that I have over there that I think will be perfect for this line. We'll find out, but she is a Harlequin and from the pink line, obviously. Nice structure on there. And when it comes to the pink line, there is a lot of questions. There's a lot of speculation. I've talked to some people to get their thoughts on it, and I came to the conclusion that this is something that I wanted to personally try myself and figure out and see what I could do with it. So we have Poppy as a first addition to my Crested Gecko group, and we'll be breeding her as soon as she's ready. She is definitely a little bit pink here as she's fired down. You can see. The whole idea here is that I've wanted pink geckos since 2016, and I'm finally able to make that happen, and I want to work with this line and answer some of the questions that people have. There's definitely people out there who are working with pink geckos and making beautiful baby pinks, but I feel like when it comes to the Fringemorphs TruePink line, there's very few geckos out there that look quite like that. And I don't know, rather than trying to figure it all out on my own, which maybe we could do in the future, try and get other geckos that don't come from this line and figure this out. But I figured I'm going to be one of the people who tries to make it happen. Whatever comes of it, comes of it. Because at the end of the day, I just like these animals. And if it doesn't work out, I still think that this gecko is beautiful. This other one I'm looking at, also very beautiful. So I'm excited for it. With that, this is Poppy. And I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures and video of her and then get her into her enclosure and show you the next gecko. So next up, we are not done. We have another gecko named Maeve, and I guess I don't have to show that camera because this one exists. Maeve. She's a little bit more frisky at the moment, but Maeve comes from Ultra and Bolt, which I believe are two TruePink geckos. She was hatched August 11th, 2022. Freedom, Maeve. Freedom. Well, hello there. Nope, we're not going over there. So you might not be able to tell, but Maeve is a little bit smaller than Poppy. So she isn't fully developed yet. And as they say with these Fringemorphs pink line geckos, they don't fully develop their color until they're adults at their full adult weight, which is another thing I'm going to be interested in seeing for myself. But you can see some differences in her. She has a lot more white in the pattern. There's a lot of drippiness there on the sides, which looks awesome. She's definitely appearing a little bit more peachish pink, which I don't know. She's definitely looking pretty pink here. Poppy has pink tones to her, but is a little bit more red. But Maeve definitely looks more pink to me. I'll get some more pictures and videos. She looks a little bit more ready to get into her enclosure, so I'm not going to rush that, but she's looking great. I love the drippiness and the white spots all over. It's going to be exciting to see how this one develops over the next few months, 6 months, however long it takes for her to get fully ready to breed. And then I will show you the male that I will be pairing to both of these after a second. And here we have the fella who is going to be paired to those pink females. This guy I have had for years. I bought him in 2016 as a 10-gram juvenile. This guy comes from Sundown Reptiles, and his parents was a red base and a lavender base Extreme Harlequin. I'll put the pictures of those on the screen. He is absolutely massive, and you can see, if he doesn't freak out, how he's got huge crests on him that droop down. I've only paired this guy one time, and that was way back in 2018, maybe 2019. To a female that I have that, looking back on it, not the best pairing. And I didn't really know what I was doing at that point. I only had 1 or 2 eggs even hatch from that. One of them I don't believe made it. I still have the other female, never really done anything with her. But I think it's time for something to happen with this guy. So I'm really excited for these females to get up to weight and to hopefully this season be paired with this one and make some pink geckos of my own. I have my own theories on what's going on here, and I'm hoping that this guy right here ends up being a perfect pair for these females. And I'm really, really excited to have, I don't have Axanthics yet, but I've had Axanthics. So I'm really excited to have the ingredients for Axanthics, and potentially one of them definitely looks like it could go pink. The other one is a little bit more red, but fired down. Both of them look pink and are both absolutely beautiful. So thank you to Fringemorphs for the Halloween sale and opportunity. And I'll keep you guys posted. I know I've been horrible about videos on this channel. Like I said, I've just been busy. BMX, I have not had a free weekend. Legitimately, this weekend, it's still not even fully free because I'm still going somewhere because someone's in town, but I have not had a free weekend since the middle of August. Busy times, but I'm excited to get some videos together for this channel, and I'm going to try my best to do one a week. Trying my best. So with that being said, I have an Instagram page for my reptile stuff now. Check that out. Stay tuned for more videos. And if you're interested in pink geckos, well, I'm going to be giving you an unbiased, real deal experience at trying to breed and produce pink geckos. I want my own true pinks. So we're going to try and make it happen and see if I can make something worthy of the TruePink name in the eyes of the people who run Fringemorphs. So on that note, done babbling. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time for another video on the More Reptiles YouTube page.